It's time for the final stage of the 2026 Jännerrallye, the power stage here. After 17 long tests, it's time to decide who will win this 39th edition of the Jännerrallye. Simon Wagner heads into this final stage with a big lead, over a minute lead, exactly a minute 6.1 seconds over double winner Michael Lengauer. And for Simon Wagner, 4 second places in a row coming into this year. Can he finally break that duck and add a Jännerrallye win to his incredible record of success here in the Austrian Championship? My name is Peter McRae, delighted to be part of the broadcast team this weekend, the first ever English language broadcast for the Jännerrallye, live and free around the world on YouTube. And joining me in the commentary booth for this weekend, we have for the very first time on Twitch as well. We have Kuru HS broadcasting live on Twitch, and also Hollie McRae. Hollie, this has been a wonderful way to kick off the rally season, and for Simon Wagner, you can imagine the nerves are pretty high right now.
Yeah, Holly is still trying to get some scoop from the drivers and or their teams, so she will join us as soon as she can.
There we go. Thank you, Kuru, the voice of Kuru HS on Twitch, a voice I'm sure many of you will know. And Hollie, definitely a journalist at heart, wants to get all of the scoops from the drivers while they've been in the service break. We're now ready to get started with this final stage of the rally with a driver who's really impressed, Martin Rossgatterer, who's on the start line at the moment, sitting in 7th overall in a Renault Clio Rally 3. His first time actually driving this car. He has driven a Rally 3 before, finished 7th in the Jännerrallye last year in a Fiesta Rally 3. The Zero car heading through, checking that it's absolutely clear for everyone to be in a safe place and for the cars to come through for the stage to begin. The car goes through at around 70% competitive speed, 70 to 80% competitive speed. The idea being to warn fans that the competition is about to start and they need to stand back and stand in a safe place. And we've seen great respect from the crowds all weekend. And it's a part of the world at this time of year, Kuru, that just goes rally mad.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm really excited for that last stage. The weather is calming down as well. You can see the temperature has probably set at a certain level. If my data is correct, it's like -3 degrees outside right now. The sun's slowly setting, and we're up here and waiting for the start of the last stage.
Martin Rossgatterer pulling then out of the final time control and into where the start line reel for real, ready to go. The co-driver hands out the time card, ready to go, given the signal that it's time to go. One more stage to go. It's been a long rally, and Martin and Andreas just having one final word together before they embark on this final stage. 7.1 kilometres, and actually, unusually for this year's route, this is a stage that has never been used before for any of the crews that are taking part in this year's event. It was last used, this piece of road was last used in 2003, only the first 6 kilometres though, and it was in reverse, so there's no onboard footage to watch all about the pre-event recce. And of course, we've had one pass through this stage already. It was actually used all the way back in 1986, the first 2.25 kilometres in identical format to what we're going to see today. So there is a little bit of heritage of it with the Jännerrallye, but to the current modern crews, all brand new. And earlier on, it was Robert Jurgensen who was quickest with a 5-minute 27.2, 9/10 of a second quicker than Michael Lengauer, with Mads Osberg third quickest with a 5-minute 30.4. Rossgatterer waiting patiently for his signal to go, which will be at 5 minutes past 3 exactly. And then there'll be time to go for this last run through. It's been a great performance by Martin so far, Kuru. I mean, 7th overall in the Rally 3. Couldn't have asked for a great deal more.
Yeah, I totally agree. I think he has been driving really, really well, and I think he has been happy with his performance himself. Now, I wish him the best of luck for this last stage today, and hope nothing goes wrong. Here you can see the very skinny tires that they use for this rally in particular, especially made tire by Pirelli for Jännerrallye.
How nice it was as well to see Martin and Andreas having that little moment before they start their last stage of the rally. As you say, they've had a really successful outing, and it's clear that they've really enjoyed taking on the event together.
Off they go then, and the road has changed a little since the first pass that we saw on this particular stage. Quite a lot of sections with no snow cover at all, and a couple of drivers mentioning tyre wear. The actual studs, the little 2mm studs on these 15-inch tyres were starting to get a little bit worn. But they've only got to get them through the next 7 kilometres to have finished the 2026 Jännerrallye and get that season underway in the best possible way. Now, this is also the power stage for the Austrian Championship, so many of the drivers taking part, of course, competing in that national championship. 5 points for the winner, 4 for second, third for third, and so on down to 1 point for fifth, as Jaroslav Koltun heads into the stage. It's been a superb event for him, sitting in a comfortable 6th overall. So a stage win in there as well, Hollie. I'm sure Jaroslav will head back to Poland with a big smile on his face.
Yes, certainly. He's had a great outing here and great outings in the past on the Jännerrallye. Something really seems to click with him on this event, and he's been able to really dig his teeth into it and get a lot out of it. Stage wins, some really clean, professional driving, and I think that they've both had a brilliant time in the car as well. The few times that we've spoken to him at the stage ends, he's been a man of few words, very focused on the job, but I really hope that when we speak to him at the end of this stage, we'll see the relief and the excitement that he must be feeling.
Robert Jurgensen, his first time here at the Jännerrallye. He's had the full experience, that's for sure. He's had punctures, he's had broken windscreens, he's had all sorts, but has managed it beautifully. You have to remember that Robert Jurgensen, this is his 48th rally start ever, and one of the most promising young talents. He's so impressive with Simoya alongside, reading out the pace notes. And 5th overall, Guru, I don't think 5th overall for Romit really tells the full story. He's had such great speed at point.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He definitely made up for a lot of the bad luck that he experienced during all of the stages during this rally. I'm very impressed about his performance. It's been a pleasure to watch him race. Very clean and fast driving, and yeah, he actually managed to outdo a lot of his bad luck with some superb driving.
3 stage wins for Romit Jurgensen. 2 yesterday, 1 so far today. We'll watch closely to the times to see how the road has changed over the course of the day. Still in sunlight. We had how many? 3 stages in the dark yesterday, where Michael Lenger really made his attack and got the gap down to just over 7 seconds. But unfortunately this morning, the very first stage, a puncture which lost him over a minute and really took any chance of fighting for that Jännerrallye win. He won't give up until the final time control, but it's at the moment over a minute gap to the leader, Simon Wagner. Hermann Neuber came into the day on the podium, but he's been run down by Mads Osberg, as you can see on screen here. Mads Osberg with Sergio Itu alongside, reading the pace notes, and Mads has really been on it today, Hollie. Loads of stage wins for him, really pulling in that gap to Neuber, moving into the podium positions. 5 stage wins, more than any other driver so far in this Jännerrallye.
Yeah, it's been an up and down rally for Mads, but today he's been going from strength to strength. He seems a lot more settled. They have got rid of that bad luck that was plaguing them yesterday. And I think of all of the drivers in the top 10 positions, Mads is really the one in a position that could see changing, whether that is for the better or the worse. When you look at the timings as they stand right now, there is 15.2 seconds between himself and Michael in second. Can you make that up on a stage like this? I highly, highly doubt it, unless Michael's due any more bad luck. But behind him as well, we've got Herman just 8.6 seconds back. So the gaps really have been widening throughout today between these different drivers. Mads is the one that seems to really be in a position where there are lots of movements around him. But from start to finish today, he's had a very strong outing. And I'm sure when he gets to the end of the day, it will make up for that difficulty that he faced yesterday. It's been a really lovely first rally out for him and Serge of the season.
Michael Lenger into the final stage of the 2026 Jännerrallye, the winner of the last 2 years, had a chance to fight for victory, but unfortunately that puncture this morning taking that chance away, and it's like it's going to be another podium for Michael Lenger. He's been on the podium 4 times out of 5. This would be 5 out of 6 starts, so he's one of the real local stars here from this area, knows the roads very, very well indeed. But you can know the roads as well as you like, you've still got to get in and drive the car. And he's, whenever we go on board with him, he's all the body language of the car is always so excitable, it's always so dynamic. He really does push. But Simon Wagner on the start line now. Is it going to be a Jännerrallye win finally? He's really won everything there is to win in Austria, 5 times an Austrian champion, but never a Jännerrallye winner. What do you think is going through his mind right now, Guru?
I'm sure he is fully focused on the stage for now. I don't think anything else is going through his mind other than the coordinates from his co-driver, just listening to the calls as best as possible and concentrating on the racetrack. You don't want to go off here. This is a long way down, and it would take you quite a bit of time to come back from here.
I have to say that right-hand hairpin coming down the hill there at the start of the stage, he handled that as best as I've seen anyone do it all day. That's a corner we've seen a lot of people run quite wide on, particularly in the first pass, but that was executed beautifully. So he's still showing us exactly what sort of driver he is, even down to this last stage.
He's a special driver, very adaptable in tricky conditions. We may well see him, well, we know we'll see him defend his Austrian title this year, but we may well see him back again in the Czech Republic. He had a superb year there last year with a couple of wins in what is one of the most tough national championships in the world. Took it to the local drivers very well. Still quite a lot of loose snow, but more kind of a line appearing after all the other cars came through. So a little bit improved stage conditions from what we saw earlier on. The times are now starting to come through. Jaroslav Koltun passes through with a 5-minute 35.6. He was a 5:40.4, so a little bit quicker than the first pass. And of course, with it being the last stage of the rally, you would imagine the drivers driving with a little bit more of a margin naturally. But Mads Osberg trying to keep his position on the podium. Let's listen in to him and Sergei too.
Snow 40, mix, flat short 6 minus 100, snow 5 left plus, tightens, don't, half long, mix, into crest, 200 4, 6 right minus.
Armin Neubauer on screen, he's the man trying to catch Mads Osberg. He comes up towards the yellow board, nearly at the end of the stage for the man in the Toyota, with ZM Racing run with this team for many, many years. Through the chicane and then up towards the red board. His Jännerrallye is complete. Herman Neubauer to the end of the stage then. A great run through from him. Robert Jurgensen has just gone quickest through by 4.7 seconds over Jaroslav Koltun as well. So the times they're getting quicker as they go, Hollie.
They certainly are. There's no backing down just yet. Everybody wants to give their very best on this last stage of the rally, and what a time to be doing it at as well. I have to say, yesterday's stage that was taking place around this time, we were speaking about how the setting sun would impact the drivers, whether it is shining in through the windscreen or what they can see from the snow on the stages. challenge for them, but for us it makes for some beautiful viewing. The pictures that come through at this time of day are stunning, and I have to say I went for a little scroll on Instagram during one of our breaks earlier to find some Jännerrallye content, and there are some great videos out there, probably from this time yesterday with the setting sun. So if you haven't done already, I would recommend going for a scroll through social media, because there are some very talented photographers and videographers out on the stage this weekend.
Well, it is going to be a Jännerrallye podium on debut for Mads Osberg. Don't forget, he had 2 punctures yesterday, but he has done it fastest through so far by 0.7 of a second ahead of Jürgensen. Hermann Neubauer 4.5 seconds behind Jürgensen. So that then means that Mads Osberg will finish on the podium. And now Michael Lengauer coming through towards the end now. It's been a valiant fight. His performances under the cover of darkness yesterday were just mind-blowing, but unfortunately it just bad luck. Unfortunately caught a storm drain hidden under the snow. Just not going to be his year for Michael Lengauer, but you know that he's going to remain a force on this event for many years to come. The local driver to the finish line he comes. It's going to be second place for Michael Lengauer after a hard-fought event. 18 special stages across the entirely mixed conditions across the weekend. Ice, snow, tarmac, you name it, it was all there. And he comes home with exactly the same time as Mads Osberg. And in terms of Austrian Championship, that puts him in the hot seat for those maximum points. But here comes Simon Wagner, 4 years in a row, second place. He's been so close. He's won the rally on the road and had to retire on the final road section. But this is the year. Simon Wagner, the 5-time Austrian champion, with Anna Ostlander alongside. There are the yellow boards. They're nearly there. One more corner to go and they will be there. They will be Jännerrallye winners for the first time. Up towards the final part of the stage now. There are the red boards. Simon Wagner wins the 2026 Jännerrallye.
What a performance from start to finish. He must be feeling ecstatic in the car after what has been an incredible weekend of rallying to start the season for himself and Hannah. Let's see if we can see any celebrations from inside, eh?
I think so. Normally there's with a rally when you want to get on the roof, but Hannah making sure all of the time control duties, the time card is marked off. That is absolutely essential. Once that's done, hopefully we'll see them get up and celebrate and enjoy this moment. They've worked hard for this. They took a risk last year, changing to a different package, moving away from the familiar Skoda and moving to the Hyundai i20N Rally 2, but it's been an inspired decision. He's repaid the faith that Hyundai put in him, and it's a win for Simon Wagner and Hannah Ostlander, your 2026 Jännerrallye champions.
Absolutely fantastic stuff from them both. They have dominated this rally from start to finish, and truly there would be no one more deserving of the top step of that podium.
Simon, bitte ganz kurz, es sind natürlich die Emotionen, große Freude, das Wichtigste geschafft. Herzlichen Glückwunsch, Riesenleistung, wie geht's euch?
How are you doing?
Ja, danke. War auf jeden Fall ein schwieriges Wochenende.
Was very difficult
das ganze Wochenende verkühlt gewesen, aber das Team hat einen mega Job gemacht, die haben einen mega Job.
Anna did a great job.
Danke an meinen Bruder und an den Marco, die Eisspion für uns gemacht haben. Sensationell auch. Super happy. Bin stolz, dass wir erreicht haben. Und ja, mega stolz, dass ich es irgendwie mit meinem Team aufgebaut habe und geschafft habe, ohne mich für viel Geld irgendwo einzumieten.
Jetzt hast du den Staatsmeistertitel schon so oft geholt, die Jännerrallye jetzt zum ersten Mal, da kommen immer lauter so nervige Fragen von uns Journalisten. Wie sehr fällt dir jetzt wirklich ein Stein vom Herzen, dass du den von deiner Bucketlist auch streichen kannst, diesen Lauf?
How do you feel about winning the Jännerrallye for the first time?
Dass ich die Jännerrallye schon ein paar Mal gewinnen hätte können.
I knew I was
einfach
supposed to win
nie
this
sein
many
wollen
times
oder irgendwas
before.
dazwischen kommen. Und von dem her weiß ich, dass wir da immer stark waren. Ist schön, dass das rundherum jetzt ein bisschen aufhört, aber für mich selbst ist es, ich würde jetzt nicht sagen, ein Sieg wie jeder andere. Ja, es ist natürlich schön für allen Fans, Freunden und so weiter zu gewinnen, aber ja, jeder, der die Jännerrallye gewonnen hat, weiß, wie viel Arbeit das hat und wie viel Arbeit das ist.
Anyone that ever won this rally
schön, dass wir es jetzt geschafft haben.
Und auch zur Legende. Herzlichen Glückwunsch und jetzt genießt es mal.
Vielen Dank. Danke.
Congratulations.
That is a sigh of relief said in just a couple of sentences, isn't it? I don't think it's quite set in just what he's managed to achieve. He does just feel relieved that he's made it to the end in such a position. But you honestly couldn't think of 3 more deserving crews to take the top step of the podium. You've got the man that's tried so hard and driven excellently all weekend.
Vor allem vor Mats Osberg. Also das muss man schon richtig einsortieren können. Bei der Jännerrallye gewinnt man, wenn man fehlerfrei bleibt. Das war man nicht. Wir haben einfach dort und da einen kleinen Hocker gehabt und der Simon war einfach über das ganze Wochenende fehlerfrei und richtig schnell unterwegs und somit hat er sich auch den Sieg ganz klar verdient.
Also nach der kleinen Enttäuschung vielleicht heute Vormittag und in der Früh überwiegt jetzt doch der Stolz über das, was ihr als Team geschafft habt und vor allem, wie du sagst, bei dieser unglaublich starken internationalen Konkurrenz ein überragender zweiter Platz.
Ja, natürlich waren wir in der Früh kurz enttäuscht, aber wir haben sie dann wieder gut sortieren können, haben gewusst, ja, wir sind noch immer Zweiter. Der Schaden hat sich in Grenzen gehalten und somit passt es am Ende auch.
Michi, vielleicht noch kurz ein Wort zur Crowd, zu den Fans, zur Rallye an sich, zum Veranstalter. Jetzt ist für Simon und auch für dich eine Heimrallye und ich glaube, da am Stockerl euch die Plätze zu teilen, ist schon mega, oder?
Ja, ich sage es jetzt ja wieder, bei der Jännerrallye, das ist ein Wahnsinn. Alleine gestern auf die Nacht wieder so viel Feuerwerk und Bengalos und alleine die Menschenmassen, die uns an der Strecke anfeiern, das macht uns schon richtig stolz, wenn wir da fahren dürfen. Ja.
Feiern ist, glaube ich, schon jetzt ein gutes Stichwort. Ab in die Messehalle zur Siegerehrung. Gratulation und viel Spaß noch am Abend.
Dankeschön, danke.
See you later.
Huge respect to Michael Lengauer. He comes here, the returning reigning champion of this event, and lost it so brutally with that puncture that was really out with his control. And then, of course, you have Mads Osberg and Sergio Itu rounding out the podium on their Jännerrallye debut. They're going to be up there alongside Austrian greats. Let's hear what he has to say.
Congratulations on a fantastic third place P3 on your first Jännerrallye. How does it feel right now for you?
It feels very good, to be honest. It was a tough weekend. Started very bad with a puncture on the first stage and then again another puncture in stage 5, I think. So we lost more than 1 minute, maybe 1:10, and all the way after that we kept fighting back. So it feels very nice to be able to come back to third place.
Feels nice, sounds nice, also fühlt sich jetzt sehr, sehr gut an, nachdem er gleich einmal bei der ersten Sonderprüfung eine Minute Rückstand aufgerissen hat und wirkt jetzt sehr, sehr zufrieden auf. Mats, I was interrupting you while writing a message. To whom were you writing? To your family?
Yes, of course. Okay. Just letting them know I'll return to the hotel. I think they are here actually, so...
sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay, all the best. Last brief question, will you come again? Did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it a lot, so I sure hope that I can come again next year, but we will see what's possible, but I definitely want to.
That sounds good. Come good back to Freistadt. Thank you very much. All the best. Thank you.
You know that he wants to come back, that's for sure. It's Mads Osberg, he just wants to be at the rally all the time. Simon Wagner then, your winner, and a first ever Jännerrallye win for Hyundai, as well as Simon himself. Fantastic job, a win of over a minute. It doesn't tell the whole story. Simon Wagner got into the lead and never faltered, but Michael Lengauer chased them all the way. Just that puncture cost him the chance to at least fight for the victory, and yet second position nonetheless. A first Jännerrallye appearance and a first Jännerrallye podium for WRC legend Mads Osberg. What a weekend it has been for this event. 2026 Jännerrallye is in the books, and next year to help celebrate the 40th edition. To you all who have joined in with us on the YouTube stream and indeed on Twitch, a huge thank you, and a big thank you to my broadcast partners Hollie, McRae and Kuru. But for me, Peter Mackay, it's thank you for watching, and we'll see you again here at the Jännerrallye. Goodbye.
Special thanks from me as well, everyone watching over on YouTube and Twitch. That's me out for this year.
And a few words from myself to those of you who have joined along on the YouTube lives. Thank you very much. When I was first offered this opportunity to work at Jännerrallye, it took me by a bit of surprise. This is my first time ever in the commentary booth on a motorsport event, and it has been unforgettable. Huge thank you to Kuru and to Peter, who have helped bring the coverage to you as well. I truly couldn't have done it without these two gentlemen. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for watching, and we will see you very shortly with even more rallying action. Thanks, guys.